Hey everybody, it's Monica Matthews, your scholarship mom, coming with you today with 15 places to find scholarships. Now, I was only going to do 10, literally. I was going to do 10. I'm like, that's a lot of places for you guys to look, but I kept going and I had so many ideas. I'm like, so you're getting 15. So this isn't going to be a very long video, and all of this information you can find in my ebooks, How to Win College Scholarships, and I'll have the links below for you to check out. So, number one, high school websites. Of course, I know that's no brainer, but students, go to your your high school counselor and ask them for a list of scholarships, or look on your website for your high school and see if there's a list there that you can access. Number two, other area high school websites. I know this sounds really weird, but if you go to other high school websites in your area, like all the other high school schools around you, many of them publish lists of scholarships from local businesses that any students in the area can apply for, and not just the students from that high school. Now, some of them will be very specific to students at that high school, but several won't. So it's a great resource to tap into. All right, places of worship, where you go to church, where you worship, check your bulletin, ask your pastor. We found a scholarship like that for my son, and I didn't even know it existed until I walked into our pastor's office and asked him, and he handed me the application. So, places of worship. All right, next one, employers, not just parents' employers, but students' employers. Many employers offer scholarship money to their students, or their employees, students, or their own employees. So check employers. Local businesses, and there's so many here: hospitals, engineering firms, utility companies, restaurants, Taco Bell, Burger King, all of those, they all offer scholarships. And if they don't, well, just scratch it off, say, okay, I checked that one. Don't leave any scholarship stone unturned. All right, banks and credit unions. Credit unions are amazing for scholarships, because sometimes the student, if they don't have an account there, they can just put $5 into an account, and now they have an account there, and then they can apply for that scholarship. So they can do it for three local credit unions. If they're allowed to, have them open three accounts and apply for all three scholarships. It's a awesome way to win scholarships. And banks, same thing with banks. Make sure that your student has a bank account. Check your bank and see if they offer a scholarship to students. Community foundations. This one is super important. And in my ebooks, I have a link to a list of community foundations that you can check to see if your town has one. So, what is a community foundation? It is a group in your local community that has come together, and they offer scholarships. A lot of times it's one application for like 20 different scholarships. So, access that link. I'll share it in the notes too, so you can find it, and it's also in my ebook. So, very, very important. All right, clubs that you might be a member of, clubs that you are not members of. The Knights of Columbus, the Elks. One of my boys won an Elks scholarship, and we are not members of the Elks Club. We don't know anybody in the Elks. We didn't have to be sponsored. We just learned they had a scholarship, and he applied, and he won. He won. Elks can go huge. You can go all the way up to 30,000. He won the $1,000 one, but Elks. Eagles. My youngest son won an Eagles scholarship. We didn't even know there was an Eagles club in our community, but there was. He applied for the scholarship and he won it. The Masons, Lions Club, Rotary clubs, all these local clubs, you may need to be a member, you may not. So check into those. College websites. Go to a college around you. A lot of times they will list scholarships that are open to any students in that state. You don't have to be students or intending to go to that school to apply for the scholarships. Now, some you do, but some you don't. But definitely tap into college websites as a scholarship resource. Let's see, online scholarship websites. I have a whole list. I have my 10 best. I'll put that in the notes too, and you'll know which ones are trusted, which ones are stay away from, to access online, because there are so many, but there are some that literally it's like clicking to nowhere, and you just keep going on and on and on, and you never find a real scholarship. So I'll put that in the notes too. The Big Green Book. And I know actually somebody told me the other day it's more blue than green, and I've been calling it green this whole time. But it is the ultimate scholarship book. I'll put the link to that too. And there are thousands upon thousands of scholarships that students can apply for. And it's kind of categorized by your state, by the student's interest, by their intended major, by club affiliations, that sort of thing. So you can flip through that, find scholarships, and begin making your list. Political offices. Now, who would have thought? Democrats, Republicans, whatever. One of my boys won a scholarship at a local political office. The essay had nothing to do with politics, and we were told that there were only a few applicants at the time, and so we're like, "Oh, let's get on that." And so he wrote that scholarship essay, and he won that scholarship. So that is another resource for you. Social media. There are so many scholarships everywhere, and you can go to Pinterest, Facebook. You can just type in Facebook college scholarships, and once you start searching for them, that algorithm will kick in, and as you scroll, you're going to see more and more ads or just posts for different scholarships. So let's see, Pinterest. Oh, Instagram. Same thing with Instagram. Look up scholarships. I have a scholarship. I'm on social media and all of those, and I have a big giant group for parents. So parents, if you are on Facebook, please join my group. It's private. It's called Scholarship Help and College Talk for Parents, and I list all kinds of scholarships and tips, and it's a wonderful community. Students, I have a Facebook page called simply How to Win College Scholarships, where I post lots of scholarship information also. So social media. Newspapers. And I know who reads the newspaper anymore, right? I mean, a physical copy. But you can go online, access your local newspaper, and a lot of times, especially in the spring, there will be a section that's names in the news. And it'll show your local scholarship winners. This student won from this engineering firm. We are proud to announce. Write that down. Have your student apply for that scholarship next year. That's the one have to do kind of early. So juniors and below, that's your tip for this spring. The names in the news section of your newspaper. Okay. Did I miss any of them? I don't think so. I think I got through 15. Were you counting? Anyways, all of this and more is found in my How to Win College Scholarships ebooks for parents and their students. Let me just put this up here at howto with the number 2.com. So take a look there. And remember, there are so many scholarships out there for everybody. It doesn't matter what your GPA is or your financial need, your income, because there are scholarships that don't even ask about that. So don't believe the myth of, oh, I'm not smart enough, or no, we make too much money, whatever. Learn how to apply smart. And this is what I teach in my ebook. So take a look and have a great day.